Good morning, everyone. Today is Gbegiri Day, and now I know for many of my young people they love Gbegiri because every time we have a men's meeting here, the men love to have Gbegiri. So I always have it ready for them. So today I'm going to be cooking it. Usually I'm not the one who cooks it for the men's meeting, but because of the kind of rave reviews we've been having, I want to teach my young ladies how to make it. I'm going to make it very, very, very simple, okay? Very simple. And if you have been watching for the last couple weeks, you already know the basic things that we usually use for most of the soup we make. Your onions, your tomatoes, your pepper, your stock meat. Depending on what you are making, maybe you have to put in some ground crayfish if you are not allergic to seafood. So today it's Gbegiri, and I'm just going to show you a few of the ingredients. Very, very simple. So the basic thing you need, the base of the Gbegiri soup is the beans. Now you can use, what I have at home is the brown beans, the honey beans. We call it honey beans. It's a beans that is really, really sweet. But you can use the black eye cowpea ones, the black eye beans. Those ones are common in the market, or any kind of beans that you find, you can use. So what you do is you soak it for a little while. You soak it for about 30 minutes, 1 hour. And then you peel off the skin. And when you peel off the skin, you get something like that. Now the modern way to do it actually is not to peel off the skin, because the skin also has its own nutrients. So for modern people, they just leave it on, and it's really a bother. I hate peeling, the beans. So the steam from that is going to not make it show well. So you can just use your beans with the skin on. And if you like, you can peel it off. If you, I hate peeling the back off. So, but today we have the one with the back peeled off and boiled until it is nice and soft. You can see it. You see the texture of it. It's already soft. So the first thing we do to get us started is also know that when I'm teaching, I'm trying to also teach you how to manage your time in the kitchen so you are not spending too much time. So I'm going to get the ingredients boiling and going. So here we have some stock. Some stock. You need that because we are not going to be putting. So put some stock in. That's from your boiled chicken, your boiled meat, whatever it is, just to give it some taste. And I already told you I don't usually like using the cubes. So I try to use fresh ingredients as much as possible. I try to save my own stock when I cook. So you put in some water in there, some of the stock. And here I have some palm oil. I'm not going to use too much. Okay, so that's your palm oil. Now I have some crayfish. Notice I'm trying to put in all the ingredients. Some crayfish, it gives it a nice aroma, and also some salt. Be careful with your salt. It's always better to start with a little, and then as you go on, you can put in more if you want. So that's going. I'm going to quickly, you could use dried cayenne pepper, but I want to use my own fresh. Like I said, I always like to use fresh stuff. So I'm going to just quickly blend that. Oh, I keep forgetting my little I put pepper, I put
Water.
some water, some stock, and I also put some palm oil.
Crayfish.
And I did put some crayfish. You don't have to put crayfish if you don't want to. It really doesn't matter. And I also put a little salt. So the next thing to do will be, I'm going to add in I'm using smoked fish today. If you like, you may not even put in anything. If you like, you can put in some meat, or some, you can put in some stock fish if you want. But I'm using smoked fish today. Like I said, you don't have to put anything. You can make your gbegiri just plain, because then there's a stew that goes with it that you can add your meat to. Okay? But today I just want you to I want to teach you the basic gbegiri. Just the basic. I'm adding my smoked fish to it just because I'm not making any stew with mine today. Because of the lockdown, I haven't been able to get a replenishment of meat. So we are going to make do with what we have in the house. And like I said, this is not the time for anybody to be running to the grocery every time. And I think it's a lesson we all need to learn, even after the country gets back completely on its feet and you can go anywhere anytime. I still think you need to make do with whatever you have after you've done your major shopping. It's called time management. So I'm just going to put in a little smoked fish. While that is cooking, and I want you to time this, because if you do it this way, you won't spend too much time, apart from your prep time. Now I'm going to blend my boiled beans. In those days, they used to just use they would boil the beans, and then they had a special implement with which they would heat it, and it will break up into little bits. But now things have changed. Thank God for the blender. So this is a shortcut. Don't do this when your grandmother is around. I'm beginning to smell the
Stock.
the stuff that is boiling. Gbegiri is really very, very simple. Very simple. In a few minutes we'll be done. Just putting enough water for the blender to work without straining. You want to get it really, really nice and creamy and smooth. There you go. You can see it's all smooth there. You can't see anything there. Nothing in there.
Someone wants to know what kind of beans you're using.
I'm using the brown beans because that's what I have at home right now. The honey beans. You can use the white, the black-eyed white beans. You can use any other beans you have in the house. As long as you can boil it and it can be soft. You can peel it if it's the kind of beans that you really can't peel. You can just go ahead, boil it until it's soft, so that when you blend it, you will get that smooth consistency. However, if you use the brown beans and you don't peel it first, you won't get. It's not going to look white like this or creamy like this when you blend it. But it really doesn't matter. I want to give my smoked fish about 2-3 minutes more, so that the stock, the salt, all the ingredients can really, really get into it. I forgot my onions, so I'm going to put my onion in there. Okay, I'm going to blend that. I actually should have put it in the pepper when I blended the pepper, but it doesn't matter. The onion will still get into the, it will still get into the, it will still get into the soup. So there's no hard and fast way, you know, just get the basic principles and you'll be good. Your recipe is not completely ruined because you forgot to add something at a particular time. That's the beauty of cooking. You can always improvise. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this all over again. Like I said, I should have put it together with the pepper when I was blending. Set now. I'm just going to taste my fish and make sure that it's nice and soft, because again, you really don't want you don't want it to be too hard. It needs a little more cooking. But because of my time, because I really want to get to the end of this before we are done, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Because the beans is a little heavy, the ground beans is a little heavy. If you pour it in, it's possible for your fish to stick to the bottom of the pot, or your meat, or your chicken, whatever you use. So, I'm going to take it all out. Because by now, it has been nicely flavored by the cooking stew. You don't want everything stuck at the, burning at the bottom. That isn't going to do too well for your gbegiri. Because fish is tender, so it breaks up very, very easily. All right. So now we are going to put our bean paste in. You don't want any of it to waste, so just put a little water to rinse out your blender. I need a little more water, just a little more. You see the palm oil gives it that orange color. I didn't use too much palm oil. All right. So we are just going to leave that for another maybe 10 minutes. While that is cooking, if you can rinse that out for me. Traditionally, the way you eat the gbegiri is you have the gbegiri, and then you also have the, people usually eat it with what they call a wedu. I don't have a wedu at home. It's called, jute, the Yorubas call it a wedu. The English name for it is jute leaves. I know the Liberians also use it. I don't know what name they call it. So we are not going to do that. And if you are using the ewedu, you cook the ewedu separately. Some other day I will teach you how to cook ewedu. But the gbegiri for today, we are just going to let it boil a little more. And because today I don't have ewedu, because the ewedu will give it some nice color when you serve it, I'm going to use okra. Just because I don't want it to look all plain. Okay? I usually like using the okra. That isn't okra. Don't be thinking that what did she put? That doesn't look like okra. No, it's not okra. Let me taste it and make sure that it's okay.
So what is it that you added?
I'm not telling you, that's my secret. It's actually locust beans, but not everyone likes locust beans. So here's the okra, not a lot. And the reason I put okra in is when it's nearly done, I just add the okra to give it some color, so that you just have some greens floating in it, because we won't have a way to serve it, just to make it a little more attractive. And you don't need to make your okra small. Make it, some people don't like this. I don't mind it. I've told you I like anything vegetables, so you don't have to put okra. And if you like, you can put more. If you like, you can put less. But I'm going to wait because okra cooks pretty quickly. So there we are. Just a little to give it some color when I add it in. I'm going to put my fish back in now, so that now I feel that it's finished, because this is going to be done any minute now. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. I think today I just reverted back to my usual very quiet way of talking. Can you hear me? You can? Okay, good. I usually don't talk with a loud voice, so I know a couple people have been complaining and saying, we can't hear you well, we can't hear you well.
Someone said the Liberians call it palava sauce.
Ah, yes. Now I remember. Palava. The Liberians call it palava. The Yorubas call it ewedu. And if you are there, what else do you know that it's called jute leaves? If you go to the African store, they have it in the sachet, and it's called mulaka or something. I don't remember well. They have all kinds of, so it's, can you see it now? You can see it's nearly ready. And it depends on what you want. This one is, it could be thicker. This is a little watery. I think I put in too much water to it, but it's all right. The more you boil it, the more it will, and you can see it. It's going to be ready in a little while. So there you are with your gbegiri. It's simple, straightforward, easy to make. Now I'm going to put in my okra. I want you to see what it looks like inside. There you go. So that when you serve it, it doesn't look plain and boring. Okay. I should have added a little more okra, but it's okay. All right. So that's nearly, this will be done in another 5 minutes. Ah, I remember. I was going to teach you how to make elubo with amala with green plantains. May I have that blender? Because you can use that to eat the gbegiri. Usually we eat it with amala. Amala is the yam flour that you mix on the stove like a fufu. to make your fufu. But I'll teach you how to make the green plantain. I'm going to cut it up in a minute. Here's the green plantain. Very, very easy to make. Some water in that blender, just a little. I like it, it's healthy, and you know, it's fresh. I always like to know what I'm eating. I want to know where it's coming from. You shouldn't just be eating anyhow. So the plantain, I know because it's fresh. I mean, you just cut it up in little bits. The Gbegiri is nearly done. A little more water. And you blend it. Don't put too much water. If you put too much water, you're not going to get the right consistency. This is nice and healthy. I'm told that green plantains are good for people who have who are diabetic. I don't know, maybe because it doesn't have sugar. So the Gbegiri is ready. So I'm going to now make the fufu. I should have started that, I forgot. I'm making the fufu with the plantain. I already explained to you why. So there you go. It's very, very easy. I'm just making one. So depending on how many people want to eat. And I'm taking mine. So next time I'll teach you how to make the red soup. I know I taught you about I didn't, but I'll teach you how to make the red soup that is basic. And when you want to eat your Gbegiri, usually, do I have some red soup in the house? No, we are all done. Okay. But it's all right. At least now you know how to make Gbegiri. And you can eat your Gbegiri with anything, actually. And depending, if you make it and it's a little light, very, very light, you can actually just, on a cold, dull morning like this, you probably can just take it like soup to warm you up. Here's the, you can see as I keep turning it. It's going to come out like your, I want it to cook a little, but be careful because it burns easily. Just put a little water so that it can cook. You don't want to be eating raw plantain. So while that is cooking, I'm going to serve my Gbegiri. when you make your gbegiri, don't make it, this is a little too watery, so don't add as much water as I did. That's why I warned you at the beginning, just put in your water a little at a time. Because it's always easier to add water. If you have too much water, it's not, you can't get it out unless you keep boiling. So there we are. You can see the green floating in it. And like I said, I like to put in a little okra. It makes it look nice. So I'm going to just set that aside. And I'm going to finish up with the green plantain, so that you can now have your... Some people have been warning me about my bubandiro, that I should put on a smart dress with an apron. I do have aprons, believe me, I have. But I want to make this as simple and as homely as possible. This is how I am usually on the weekend at home in my bubandiro. Very comfortable, I enjoy it. This should be done by now. So now I'm just going to turn it and make it smooth. You can turn off that now. I have a saucer with, just put some water in it. Okay, that will do. Actually for your, no, we actually need one with the dish. One of the little bowls. When you eat gbegiri, you actually want to put it in because of the watery consistency. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay, we had a little accident there with the camera, but it's okay. So now I'm just going to serve it. And when you do the fufu with when you use the plantain, you have to wait for it to cool down so that it will firm up. Okay, so there it is. So the way you usually eat your gbegiri is, like I said, because of time, we can't wait for all that this morning. But what you do, the way you eat it is, you now scoop the gbegiri on top of your fufu. You also put the ewedu if you have ewedu, and you put some red pepper, some red soup if you have red soup. So here we are.
Someone says we love your native attire, Pastor. And you also have bright and lovely prints that they fit you so well.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I find them very, very comfortable. So there we are. Our food is all ready to go for today. And enjoy. Okay, so you know the secret of Gbegiri today. Now we were supposed to have somebody talk to us about the election process. For some reason we were not able to get that full video, but there is a 30-second promotion. It's going to come up on my Facebook page in maybe another 10-20 minutes. Also, we have the health talk by Dr. Eniton on how to occupy our children and to make sure, you know, we keep them in a place where their minds are properly occupied, and they enjoy the time that they are home with us for now. So I'm also going to put that on the Facebook page in another maybe 10-15 minutes. So please watch out to get all of those things. Again, here we are, done for today, our Gbegiri. And instead of using gari or yam flour or all that good stuff, I have used green plantain because it's nice, it's healthy. Gbegiri is really good because it's beans, it's very, very healthy. And there's no meat. I didn't put meat in it today. I just used some smoked fish. If you like, you don't need to put anything. You can just make it plain and it's ready to eat. Plain, simple meal. And I'm sure you see how easy it is to make. All right then. So see you again on Monday morning by the grace of God. Don't miss service tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Stay connected for the next maybe 30 minutes. You'll hear that short advert from the commissioner in charge of the election process in Philadelphia. He's going to have a 30-second video for us, and we are also going to have up Dr. Enito in a few minutes talking to us about our children. So stay tuned and catch up with you again next week. The Lord bless you. May the Lord bless our water and our bread as He has promised us, and may He take sickness and disease out of us. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend.